Turning the page to where love made time stand still, pianist Paul Cardall and author J.D. Netto are joining me now with a look at their new book. In this sponsored interview, two of the most talented men on the couch with me right now. Just you wait. Welcome back to the show, Paul.
It's good to be back. It's good to be home in Utah.
Yeah. Good to have you both.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you
let's
so much.
start by you telling our viewers again a little bit about your journey, health-wise and career-wise.
Yeah, listen, I was born and raised here in Utah, and I came into this world with only half a heart. There's so many families here in Utah who have a child with some type of chronic illness. And, I was always in and out of primary children's. And there's so many families that reach out to me all the time trying to understand what they need to do in order to grow up and have, the success with their child. And that's why I got with J.D. Netto. This incredible, he's a #1 best-selling fantasy writer, to tell my story in a way that's going to help parents who have a child that feels like a misfit among them, whether it's a chronic illness, whether they have depression, whether dealing with their sexuality, whatever. The story is about just this absolute amazing community here, Utah, and how everybody came together to help this little boy who, it's me, deal with being born with only half a heart and then eventually needing a heart transplant. What is it like to have your heart removed from your chest and then somebody else's heart put into your body? What is that like? Everyone expects, this incredible, thing to happen, like faith precedes the miracle, but what happens after the miracle?
Okay, so you picked JD because you were such a fan. He was the person to put it into words.
And I was a fan of his.
To tell the story, the mutual respect. What was the collaboration like, getting that onto the page and expressing it in the way Paul felt? That's it, you got it.
Well, first we developed this friendship, and I got to know him as a friend, and it was just such an honor to write this story because it's all about second chances. It's about new beginnings. His very breath every morning was about starting again. And then you just come to realize that you need to be broken to need a miracle. Hence the title.
Oh, that is so beautiful.
You need to be broken. Nothing that's perfect needs a miracle. So how could I not write that about someone that was already a hero of mine even before the broken miracle existed?
It is so beautiful that you both looked up to each other, both appreciated each other's talents, and then built this together. Paul, what did you think when it was finally done and you read through it?
It was very vulnerable, obviously, because I kept meticulous journals growing up. And after my transplant, I had a blog that was released publicly, and then all these things happened after the transplant that a lot of people don't know. And I kept the meticulous journals, and I handed them to him, saying, you just write what you observe. I'm not going to tell you how to write it. He didn't interview anybody else. He just read that, did his own research, and this is what he came up with. And for me, when you have your story written and you look back and you read it, it's like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe what happened. And for me, it just reaffirmed my faith in God and how he loves to fix broken things. And so, I'm thrilled about this book. And last night, we did a gathering, some piano recitals, and it's amazing how people come by, and over the years, the music, the way it's impacted people and helped people in countries, 160 countries. It's just been amazing.
Well, you have 20 million monthly listeners. You've also created an album to go along with The Broken Miracle.
Which is cool.
I can't even believe what you two have created and released into the world. A book signing at Barnes & Noble in Layton at 7 p.m.
Yes, tonight. Please come.
Tonight, yes.
Bring your CDs, bring whatever you got, your sheet music, bring.
Yep.
I'd love to sign them.
Sign it all?
Yes, sign it, talk to both of them. So inspirational.
Thank
you both so much for being here today. Up next, picking the best photographer to capture the big day.
Tile for the Good Things Utah kitchen, provided by Floor & Decor.